I started as a man in a van painting cars. I painted myself for sort of 12 years. Then got to a point where, you know, we were too busy for me to be out painting cars. It just wasn't being effective, really. So then I started to become more of a manager, really dealing with kind of all the day-to-day back office stuff. A lot of it during the sort of COVID period, we focused a lot more on retail work because the dealership side sort of fell by the wayside for a little bit of time. And so then my job turned into a bit of a telesales role, really, just answering queries and inquiries from the internet. But that was, again, taking up all my time. So then we took on a guy to do that part of the job. And really now my job is kind of, you know, still a lot of the sort of higher level day-to-day operations, you know, the payroll stuff and the you know, the management of the work and dealing with our trade customers, you know, fostering those relationships and, you know, out with the techs a fair bit. So yeah, it's changed an awful lot. I'm more of a business owner now rather than, you know, a paint technician, which is where I sort of started. So we've got 4 paint vans and 2 dedicated alloy wheel vans, so 6 technicians in total. We also employ a guy who works in the back office who manages all of our retail leads and makes the national account bookings. He also does quite a bit of work to manage the work management side of things, managing the techs and what they're up to day to day. So, and of those 6 techs, I've got a guy called Terry who works with us who's been sort of 11 years now, who is moving into a slightly different role in the next couple of years of more of a kind of operations manager, technical kind of operations manager, and he'll start painting less and managing the team as it grows a bit more. So yeah, that's the plan over the next couple of years. We've gone through some fairly significant growth, particularly in the last 12 months. I guess from a personal perspective, I kind of go in and out of kind of growth patterns, if you like. We get to a certain level and sort of cruise for a year, and then I might get a bit more motivated and sort of start working a bit harder on the business and growth and stuff. So this year we took on 4 new technicians. 2 unfortunately didn't work out, but we're sort of net 2 up over the year. And we've had our best year on record. So yeah, it's all certainly going in the right direction. You know, the idea is to build a team of people that I can trust to take on more responsibility so that I don't have to be there all the time. I think, you know, I'd like to be able now to spend a lot more time hosting our big customers and, you know, treating them to nice things and fostering those relationships. And ultimately, you know, work a bit less as I get a bit older. Terry, who's been with me 11 years, is 13 years younger than me. So we're talking about succession planning, you know, as I get into my sort of mid-50s. I'm 48 now, so, you know, the next 5 or 6 years we're going to push quite hard and grow the business, and then ultimately look for him to take some control of it as we move forward, yeah. Well, just recently we've been nominated in the Portsmouth Small Business Awards. And I think, you know, from my perspective, it's kind of recognition of what we've been doing in Portsmouth for the last 18 years, and makes me feel proud of not only what we're doing and what we deliver to our customers, but also the team of guys that work with me, and what we're all pushing in the same direction, trying to deliver really on the core values of Revive. So, you know, it's a highlight. I think, you know, these type of conference events that we go to as well, when you're sort of recognised as having your best year ever and you know, your best month on record, and you know, it just gives a little validation for the hard work that you put in Monday to Friday, when sometimes that can be, you know, a drain like any other job. So yeah, it's nice to have some recognition for what we're doing down there. Personally, do not think I'd be in the position I am without being involved in a company like Revive. You know, 19 years ago, there wasn't anywhere near the level of support that there is now. You know, dedicated members of head office staff now whose job it is to help and mentor and get us into a growth mindset. And I think, you know, I do a fair amount sort of on my own in that regards. You know, sort of personal growth is important to me, and I think when you work with a company like Revive, their success is based on our success, and so it makes perfect sense that they would help and support us to get to where we want to get to. And yeah, quite honestly, I don't think I'd be where I am now without that help.